Ahoy there, this is Derek, the convicted cinephile. On my channel, I like to talk shop and pop open movies and physical media. Today is my very first live broadcast thing. Yeah, expect it to be awful, just to warn you. What I'm going to be doing, if you can't tell by my really badly green screened background, is watching the top 10 scariest movie moments on Shudder episode live and reacting to it right in front of you. I did a prediction video about it and I'm going to see how close my predictions were. I was going to do some sort of video about this. Expect my cat to jump in front of me at some point. But I thought this would just be easier and it would be a nice little practice live stream. So, I don't expect anyone to join because I literally just posted it on Instagram like 2 seconds ago. So, if you're watching this after the fact, thanks. And if happen to pop in and comment, even better. But yeah, we're all tired. So, here, there's my cat's tail coming from the fog of the crappy background. Yeah. So let's start this. I'm just going to start the episode. Turn it down so I don't get like kicked off of things for using real music or something. Yeah, I'm facing an awkward angle, so the TV's like right there. So I apologize if I'm not really paying attention too often. But I just thought this would be an easy way to do it and to get it something different out there. Ooh, here's the spooky intro showing all the clips. So if you didn't watch my top 10 predictions one, trying to think about what I had as my top 10. I know it was The Exorcist, Psycho, The Shining, The Thing better be on there. Poltergeist, I think I had on there. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, among a couple others. So we'll see how accurate I am. I'm sure like half of those can't not miss. Okay, kitty. On Dracula, that was one of the other ones. Ooh, he took an eyeball out. Cool. Edgar Wright's on there. He's awesome. Lack of narcissist. See, the problem is they keep showing clips from other movies in between their actual choices, and that makes me worry that they're not going to pick those movies. Like I said in my other video about The Thing, they've been showing clips of The Thing, but they haven't chosen it yet. But it's so good, and it has so many amazing moments. Specifically, how do you deny that movie a top 101 spot, let alone a top 10 spot? Island of Lost Souls. I'll obviously announce like what the things are as they come up. I'll do my best to do that. Showing clips from Return of the Living Dead and The Fog, Poltergeist. They're talking about atmospherical movies and things of that nature. If I randomly get up to like feed my animals or something throughout, I'm just gonna. That's what I'm doing. FYI, I'm not leaving. The show's about 51 minutes long or something like that, so the whole everything is only going to be about an hour long. I'm guessing. I got to go pick up my kid at preschool at about 2 hours from now, so this was the perfect time to cram this in and still be able to clean my house a shitload in time for his Halloween birthday party we're having this Saturday. It's supposed to be nice though. We wanted to do the whole thing outside, and it's appearing like it's going to be about 64 degrees outside. At first, it was only going to be about 40 something, so it's been getting warmer and warmer and warmer. And if you don't know, I'm here in Minnesota, so 64 degrees in Halloween weekend is fantastic. So I'm not complaining. But yeah, got a lot of number 10, Ringu. I called The Ring. I didn't know if it was going to be The Ring or Ringu, but they've been doing foreign movies. Does that mean Audition was one of the other ones? So are they not going to do Audition, or is it going to be a new? How do they not do Audition? Come on. I've actually never seen Ringu. I've seen the remake like 100 times, and I really liked it. I love that steelbook that just came out, and I don't own it, so it's tempting to get it, even if it's just on Blu-ray. But as we all know, Paramount likes to test the waters with their Blu-ray releases to see if it's popular enough for 4K release. So I didn't have it at my Best Buy, so I basically just want to wait it out at this point and be like, all right, I'll wait 6 months and get the 4K when it comes out. And if it doesn't, it's not like it's a Best Buy exclusive thing or something, so it should be possible to get. If next year there isn't any rumblings about it, no triangle faces. Oh, my wife's here. How cute. Go to work. That's nice. Aw. Love you, honey. I warned her that I was doing this for the first time ever. So, well, someone's watching, and she's at work, so she's making an effort. It's not like she's in the other room, you know, putting her face on or something like that. Here's Oliver. Here you go, wife. Mm. Okay, get off of me. There you go. That's for the wife. That's what Triangle Faces is, which is a Danny McBride line. So there you go, Bob. It's a hilarious Danny McBride line from the hell movie was that? Your Highness, I want to say. I really need to see Ring though. I don't have it. The only problem with shows like this is that if you're watching a movie you haven't seen on here, it spoils the whole damn movie. But at least when it comes, mostly like this is a remake, so I've seen the movie. How you doing, Jason? Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Like I said, it's my first live thing, and it's nice to see that apparently it's working because people are joining it. So I'm not gonna. I'll be honest. I started talking for a few seconds, and then realized there was the go live button in the top corner. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I almost did it just straight through YouTube, but then I was like, I'll do StreamYard because at least I've used StreamYard on other people's streams, so I'm somewhat familiar with it. So yeah, we'll see. I don't really know how to put like a background on here and stuff. It said you can. I just did this because it's only me. So I figured this would do the trick. And like I said, it would cover up my shitty background, which is like a ceiling light and my refrigerator. I'm sitting at my kitchen table watching it on my living room TV right now. May or may not have to plug my laptop back in. So I have my cord ready. And I know. Do you want food? Should probably feed you, huh? I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go feed the kitty. And I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that fancy feast. All right. Feed my dog too, I guess, right? Why not? A dog like that, you gotta feed every day. That's a very obscure Simpsons reference for those of you that don't know. I haven't even eaten anything. It was had coffee, so because I eat in the morning too often. Yeah, I'm gonna feed you down here so you don't jump on me every 2 seconds. Let's do that. Go eat. Ooh, Train to Busan. Number 9 is Train to Busan. Are they just gonna do all 10 foreign movies or something? I didn't even think about Train to Busan. That's another one I sadly still haven't watched. I heard the Peninsula is not good by comparison, but I definitely need to see it. I like zombie movies. It's just that most of the time newer zombie movies don't really do it for me. I hate CG zombies. World War Z is one of the biggest pieces of shit I've ever watched in my life, so I can't stand stuff like that. But this one at least looks interesting. I can't believe this one didn't pop in my head when I was thinking about this list, but I wasn't thinking about doing any more than the 2 foreign films I already had chosen, so and this falls under their category of brand new horror movie that everyone really likes from the last couple of years, so if this is up here, I'd be surprised if Hereditary was not, which was one of my other top 10 picks. They're coming back to me. Hey, Fish. It is early. Actually, I mean, it's 8:30 for me in the morning, which is I get up at 6:45 to drive my kid to preschool in the morning, and he goes till like 11. But on the days I work, which is like every other day that he doesn't go to school, I get up at 5:30. So 6:45 ain't too bad. It's just the rushing out of the house immediately is the crappy part. Put my cat's food on the ground so he could eat it without jumping on the table, and then he jumps on the table and licks the can, and then my dog goes behind me and starts eating the cat food. Good lord. But thanks for being here, Fish. Good seeing you. But anyway, I'll attempt to keep a running tally in my head of what's actually going on. Ooh, they're comparing it to old Jackie Chan films of the past, so that's cool. Drunken Master zombie movie, I guess. That was good. Yeah, I don't mind. The problem is filling the dead air, but it's like I can't show you the show without something crappy happening to me or getting like I don't know what the worst would happen. I'm not monetized or anything, so I can't worry about that. But I'm an idiot and don't have like the capability to like watch it along with you. And I've other watch along things I've done. They've literally just been watching it like this. So trying to fill the empty noise in between the choices is the fun part. Uh, but for all yous watching in the future and right now, last night I was on a Halloween ranking stream on Bob's Blu-rays channel along with Terrell and Mega Mike the Booty Man, also known as Mega Mike the Movie Man, and that was fun. It lasted about went about 3 hours. I think we did it from like 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. or so. So I am tired this morning because I had to get up early, as I said. Got my frozen Disney Store coffee mug here. This is why I hate these things. There we go. Fake green screen. I turn it off, but believe me, what's really back there is much worse than this. Being distracted by this kind of helps because then I don't have to. Sinister! Holy shit! I did mention Sinister. I said Sinister in my video. I'm like, maybe they'll put something like Sinister in there because Sinister is awesome. Sinister is number 8. They're just going hard on the new stuff. Holy buckets. What'd you say, wife? Buy pizza rolls before watching the stream. Yeah, that's a good point. We get to talking about pizza rolls quite in depth last night on that stream. And my lovely wife was kind enough to make me pizza rolls with sour cream and sriracha sauce to dip it in because I think it was Brian Goes Blue was saying how good that was, and he's not wrong. It was delicious. Ahoy there, Planet Mondo. What is up, dude? Yeah, green screens suck. Yeah. I mean, I love them. If I actually had a green screen, it'd be great. My friends used to have a green screen, uh, but it like got left in my buddy's garage for years, and he ended up just throwing it away. I asked about it. I'm like, "Hey, do you still have that?" Because I was thinking about putting it in my background for obvious reasons. That did not happen. Ooh, we're talking about Blow Up now. I haven't seen Blow Up. I have the Criterion Blu-ray of it, but I've seen Blowout. And if you haven't seen Blowout, go see Blowout right now. It just got a 4K Criterion, and it's outstanding. They're talking about movies that involve other film like strips and things. So that's why they're talking about Blowout and Sinister together, I think. Can't really hear to have it turned down so quiet. I actually really like Sinister. I haven't watched it since it came out. But out of all those movies that I kind of lumped together in my brain, like Insidious and this and Conjuring and what's the other one that I mentioned earlier? The Vanishing. That's not it. Hereditary. There it is. Sinister was probably my favorite one. It was the only one that actually kind of creeped me out. As my cat's tail again, flipping right in front of the camera. Get your booty out of here, kitty. I love you, but I don't. Here, you want to go on the ground? Apparently not. Well, that's where you're going. All right. You should buy it. I already have the Blu-ray, and I bought it last year during the July sale. Uh, and I haven't even watched it yet because I'm an idiot. I think I bought 20 Criterions last July, and I think I've watched one of those 20 since I bought them. So this year I only bought like 4. I was reasonable, and my sister was cool and gave me like 2 of them for my birthday. 'Cause my birthday's in early August, so it timed out well. She gave me one I already had, but I returned it and then bought the Dawn of the Dead second sight 4K with the money. So I basically got that for free. So that was nice. But yeah, Blowout's amazing if you haven't watched it yet. And I'm sure the 4K would look great. I know it's oh yeah, the lawnmower thing. That's about the only thing from that movie I remember besides there being trees and a lawnmower and film strips. But being a movie geek who went to film school and actually using 16 millimeter film projectors and editing directly on film editing tables, I actually like that kind of stuff. Even in newer movies, it's always fun to see. They're mentioning the Dead Alive lawnmower kill now, or lawnmower scene, which is like one of the. I think it's officially the bloodiest movie ever made. Dead Alive, Peter Jackson's or Brain Dead, depending on where you live. Oh yeah, yeah. Dress to Kill is actually the one Criterion I bought last July that I did watch, and I liked it. Okay, It's basically just Psycho, but not as good in my opinion. I don't know. I like it enough to keep it and watch it, but not enough to rebuy it on 4K. It's not an upgrade worthy movie, especially if I've somewhat recently watched it. Got Archie, what's his name from Christine in it though. I ordered the Columbia Classics Volume 3 set from Target because I got the Target Circle $30 rebate thing. So I can, in my brain, I can be like, wow, Exorcist is number 7. Holy shit. I mean, obviously 7 is like high, but that was like my number 1 or 2 pick there. But obviously it's on here. So I'm not doing well. I think I'm 2 for 4. 3 for 4 if you count the fact that I did mention Sinister in my video at least. I just didn't have it literally on my list. I need to watch Exorcist again, but I'll probably just wait and end up buying the 4K next year and watch that at this point. I have all 3 Exorcist movies. The first one, obviously, everyone likes. The second one is so batshit crazy and weird that I like it, but it's really not good. And the third one is the second one. So famously. Uh, but I love Exorcist 3. Exorcist 3 is great. I still need to watch my Scream Factory director's cut of it. But even the regular cut, minus the shoehorned in exorcism scene that the producers shoved in at the last minute, is a fantastic movie. It's more like Seven than it's like The Exorcist for anyone who doesn't know. Hey, Huck. Thanks for showing up. Yeah, morning show. Yeah, you like to do morning stuff. That always works out because you always do them on my days I'm at work. I'm easy to schedule around. Like I always say, I work. I only work every other day right now, and even when I do work, I only work till about noon or so. So I get off early those days too. Must be the only. The second Exorcist. I actually liked a lot of it. It's just obviously very awkwardly put together towards the end. But it was so, like, different that it was really interesting. I didn't mind the movie, but it like, compared to the 1st and 3rd ones, it's like, "What is this thing?" Yeah, the African locust thing. If you like, Jurassic World Dominion, you'll probably like Exorcist 2 because there's a lot of locusts in it. I'll say that. God, Jurassic World Dominion is bad. Saw that with my wife and kid, and my kid had to go to the bathroom 3 times during the movie, and I was very happy to leave the theater to take him to the bathroom every single one of those times because I was bored out of my mind on that movie. And of course, like every one of you, I'm gonna buy it on 4K at some point. I'll get that big collection once it goes to a reasonable price. Ooh, speaking about reasonable prices, that's what I do. I basically share sales on Instagram constantly. I just got Lost Boys and Poltergeist on 4K with the slipcovers off of Groove. They're doing a 2 for 32 sale, and then if you do the sign up 20 coupon code with it after tax and free shipping, it ends up being like 13.75 each, and they're brand new. They might be out of stock at the moment because I think they went out of stock like 2 minutes after I made my order, but I was lucky and got mine. But if you didn't buy Lost Boys and Poltergeist, check them out on Groove right now. You know, you only need to get the 2 movies, and they still get free shipping. But what was I gonna say? The interesting thing is, Groove is a Universal thing. Like, they only have Universal movies as far as I know, but those are both Warner Brothers titles, so it's nice to see them get more than just Universal in. Did you see Goodnight Mommy at Bri No, I don't know what that is, but now I'll try to remember. I don't ever have time to actually watch a movie. The problem is I'll do, like, a stream like last night for the Halloween movies, and I'll watch 6 Halloween movies I've seen 100 times already in preparation for it to, like, re-rank them. Ooh, they're referencing Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but they're not talking about it. So that worries me. If they don't put Texas Chainsaw Massacre on this list, holy buckets, that's ridiculous. Where's the comment? I swear a new one popped up. Maybe not. Oh no, I did put it up. It just also has to do with Exorcist 2. Okay, I'm one of the ones who enjoyed Exorcist 2. There, I think. Yeah, it's so interesting that you need to see it. I'll say that. 6 is The Shining. Shining is above The Exorcist. I would honestly put it there. I recently made a list of my 25 favorite horror movies, and The Exorcist wasn't even on it because I didn't grow up with it, and I've only watched it a couple times. Yeah, I was gonna say Psycho. Psycho and Exorcist were my 1 and 2. one way or the other. So now I'm thinking it's going to be Psycho. If they put something like Hereditary as number one, I'm going to like throw my coffee at my TV. Not that I dislike Hereditary. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Read my mind, sir. Read my mind. I love The Shining though. Like that's when I watched. Like I watch the Simpsons horror Halloween specials all the time, and they did I think it was season 5 or 6, season 6 because it was the Halloween special 5 because they didn't do in the first season. They have the Shinning episode, and by the time that was on, I was came out in 1995, 6, so I was like 8 or 9 when that episode aired. I had already seen The Shining because I totally understood the episode and all the jokes. So I used to watch horror movies at a fairly young age. Like I've been watching like RoboCop, and not that it's a horror movie, but it's an extremely violent, gory movie, and like Total Recall since I was 5, taped off HBO, Toxic Avenger, Friday the 13th, 5, 7, and 8, off of USA Up All Night. Good stuff. God, I love the show. I need to watch The Shining again. I finally got this 4K, so maybe I'll watch it soon. It's just not one I could really watch with my kid, even though he loves spooky stuff. He has the figures of the girls. He has a little pop figure of Jack Nicholson from this movie. He knows what everything is. He does the "Here's Johnny" thing, like, as a joke because he knows what it is, but he's never seen that movie. The showing your favorite scene, Courtney, with your, mom in the bathroom, just so you know. They might also include Jaws was already on here. Jaws was, like, number 15, 14, 14. Jaws was 14. I went over the top 20 in my last video when I was predicting these 10. Jaws was 14, Scream was 13, and Halloween was 12, and 15 was Final Destination 2. So Jaws is apparently only one better than Final Destination 2, but that's what are you gonna do, right? God damn, The Shining's good. It's just funny because it's like I would say it's easily the best Stephen King based horror movie, and it always has been. That and like Misery and Carrie are like the three best, which are like the three oldest ones. But it's just funny that like I love Stanley Kubrick and stuff, but Stephen King himself hates this movie because he changed it so much or whatever. But it's such a good movie. It's like you can't doesn't take away the fact that the movie's amazing and it's creepy as all hell. Yeah, you gotta have Jaws in there. I thought Jaws would be top 10. I thought it was gonna be like Jaws, Halloween. I'm glad they're throwing in stuff you don't expect, but what are you gonna do? Cannibal Holocaust is number one. I really like Cannibal Holocaust, actually. I'm that person. Um, yeah. I'm gonna plug in my laptop. It's like already half dead and I've barely been doing anything. 63%. Oh, wait a minute. But yeah, I actually really like Cannibal Holocaust. I don't like the animal cruelty scenes because it's real and that's disgusting. But the movie itself, I thought was extremely well made. And I'm not a big found footage guy, but I thought that movie's concept was actually really brilliant, where they find the footage and then go to the place and then figure out what happened that way. I thought that was really cool. It's coming out on 4K at some point. I'll probably actually buy it because I don't have the Blu-ray yet. Give me the bat. Carrie was 18, I want to say. Number 18. Carrie is also amazing. Another Brian De Palma movie that is very good from the 70s. Here's Johnny scene. Yeah. Yeah, the movie, I mean they at least fed the animals they killed to like the people living there, so it's not like they did it for shits and gigs, but it's still gross and sad. I love Jack Nicholson. Poor Shelley Duvall. She's like still crazy from this fucking movie. Yeah, they're going into this how this movie like broke Shelley Duvall basically. Yeah. I still need to watch Green Inferno though. I have had that for like 2, 3 years. Scream Factory Blu-ray, and I have the poster up in my basement. I haven't watched a damn movie yet, but that's Eli Roth's like love letter to Cannibal Holocaust. I think the movie they're making in Cannibal Holocaust is called The Green Inferno or something like that. That's the reference. So that's why he titled his movie that. I like Eli Roth. I like him a lot more than I like his movies. Let's put it that way. Yeah, they claim they could. 5 is Psycho. Okay, if so, my number ones and twos are both in here, but they're not one and two. They still haven't done the thing yet. which frightens me because the thing will now have to be above Exorcist and The Shining and Psycho. Oh my god. Psycho is number 5. Hey, I did say if it's not in your top 5, there's something wrong with you, so at least there's not something wrong with them, I guess? Oh my god, if they fucking put Hereditary as number 1 or, like, Midsummer or one of those fucking things, I swear to God. Like, I like Hereditary, but I really don't get why everyone's so obsessed with it. Like, yeah, it's creepy, but it's all those movies are the same to me, like Insidious and all they all look the same, they all, like, feel the same. They're all fine. Like, Hereditary is just, like, a better version of those movies. I'll probably like it more by ooh, the old peephole scene. I remember watching this in film school, and I wrote a paper on Psycho about how, about how it's about voyeurism and all that film school bullshit. It's fun though. But it's nice having a class you just sit in for 4 hours and watch old movies and fall asleep through half the time and take a nap. But yeah, we watched this. It was 2 classes, and one of it started, like, literally in the dawn of film, so we would watch, like, the first films ever done, like the old George Méliès films and stuff, which is really cool. If anyone hasn't seen the movie Hugo, the Martin Scorsese movie, it's great, but it's like film school in a bottle. Like, if you wanna watch Hugo and learn about George Méliès, even though it's like a fictionalized version of him, but they show how he made all his movies and, like, how he was literally a magician, before that, and it's really interesting, and I love that Ben Kingsley plays him, it's adorable. Hereditary's the next one. I hate 99% of it. Yeah, I don't like most newer I always think I don't like newer horror, but I also did another stream last week on Bob's Blu-rays channel where we picked our 5 favorite 2000s to now horror movies, and there was more than I expected. I, like, threw, like, 38 on a list together and then narrowed it down from there, but, there was more than I remember there being, but I, like the whole remake era of everything, I kinda just glossed over. Silly oh, nice. That's funny. I think the only I've barely ever seen Shelley Duvall in anything. The only other thing I could think of off the top of my head that she's in is Rocket Man with, Harlan Williams. The Disney movie where they go to Mars and whatever. But yeah, she's really Anthony Perkins is brilliant in that movie. Psycho actually creeped me out as a kid. I watched it when I was, like, 10 maybe, and I remember I watched it like, my sister may have been home. I have an older sister. I doubt they would have left just 10-year-old me at home alone for hours and hours and hours. So I'm assuming she was, like, in her room with her friends talking on the phone back when people actually had to, like, be in their rooms to be on the phone. Not when you didn't have a computer in your pocket every day. And, I watched it by myself, and I'm like, "That wasn't that scary." But then, like, as soon as it was done, all the lights in the room were, like, more or less off around me, and I was literally, like, shaking. Like, the movie didn't scare me as I was watching it, but I was, like, so creeped out by something about that movie, the original Psycho, that I was, like, literally shaking after I watched it. I'm like, "That's the only movie I've ever watched that did that to me." Oh, yeah, 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 she's, olive oil, and I've never seen Popeye because I don't care for Popeye, really, but, yeah, she's definitely born to play olive oil. That's for sure. Yeah. Hey, Popeye, yeah. Who made Popeye? Oh, yeah, it was, like, Robert, Altman, right? Hi, Cat. It's, like, one of the most random directors ever to make a movie like that, and Robin Williams played him. Never gotten too into Robert Altman movies, to be honest with you. Oh, I love the over the staircase angle. So good. I need to watch Psycho now. I have, like, that 15 film or whatever. I'm glad I was holding my coffee cup, Cat, because he would have just knocked it over on me. Oh, yeah, the movie trailer where it's literally Alfred Hitchcock explaining the scenes. She came out the door to the staircase. I actually like the Psycho sequels too. I haven't watched Psycho 4 in forever, but I have 2 and 3 because they're the collector's edition of, Scream Factory or whatever. Psycho 2 is extremely good. I was gonna watch it this month because I was trying to do my October thing, but between that and the other couple of streams I did and, getting my new laptop setup thing going on here that I just did, and my kid's birthday party planning and getting all the crap for that, I just didn't really do as many as I was hoping, but I did, like, 4 or so. But Psycho 2 was one of them I wanted to do because Psycho 2 is a fantastic sequel. It's actually a really good movie. Oh, someone must exist outside. My dog's barking. Martin Balsam falling down the staircase. Martin Balsam played this role in the spoof movie Silence of the Hams as well, which I did a video about in Spoof Movie Summer back in July, where I did like 15 videos about different spoof movies and the people who made them. So if you like spoof movies because they don't make them anymore, go check those out. I think I did 15, yeah, like I said, videos. It was Criterion July and Spoof Movie Summer in July at the same time. That was when I used to do stuff on my channel. Like I had like 1 or 2 videos a day that month. I was going hog wild. It's easier when I don't have to drive my kid to school every day. Audition, there it is. Number 4 is Audition. Oh, Audition. So I knew Audition would be in the top 10. I'm just surprised they've had 3 foreign movies in the top 10. Ugh. It's too bad it happened to be miles. It's like too. Yeah. I've watched it in a while. I actually like Psycho 3 a decent amount too. God, Audition's creepy. It's a slow movie, but when it gets to what it's doing, holy buckets, is that a creepy ass movie. I've only watched it once. I need to see it again. Ugh, cracking my Can you hear that when I did that? Crack my neck? I'm really healthy, if you didn't know. We're on number 4 and it's Audition. That's about where I thought it was gonna land. In the middle there. It's above The Shining. But they're like I was saying in my other prediction video, sometimes they're picking the movie. Sometimes they're picking the movie for its specific moments. It's called Scariest Movie Moments. Literally, it's right here. But half the time they're talking about the movie or something similar to the movie while they're talking about the movie. This one, Audition, yes, you could put the whole movie on there, but the moments at the end is why it should be on this list. Doctor Sleep over Shining. Doctor Sleep was on this list too, actually. It was towards the bottom, but they're both on here. That's because Mike Flanagan was like a guest on here, so they had like literally every Mike Flanagan thing ever on this list, which is kind of bullshit in my opinion. But but Doctor Sleep is fantastic. Actually, I need to watch it again. I just got the 4K of that too around the time I got The Shining. That's another one I was wanting to rewatch for my October, but I never got a chance to. Early Morning Lies. That's about the only time I'm awake enough to do it. Movie Hunter 2020. You should smash that like button. Thanks for doing the things I should say. I'm bad at YouTube. I've been doing it for a year now. I still suck at it. I always say that I'm like White Castle because I'm an acquired taste. That's why my subscribers don't go up very fast, but they go up very steadily. People saying hello to each other now. Was the Omen on? Yeah, that was in the top 20 also. I want to say that was like number. I forget what number exactly, but it was in the top 20 because I mentioned it in my video I did while predicting these 10, which for the most part I've been right about. Ooh, guy in the sack while the phone rings. So creepy. Omen is great though. And they still haven't said Poltergeist. They haven't said Poltergeist. They haven't said, which I'm like, I was on the fence about putting that on here. Pretty sure that wasn't in the top 100. I had the list like to double check my own work, but I could have glossed over it and forgot it was on there. Nice. I like both creep shows a lot, actually. I like them more every time I watch them. I can understand you thinking creep show one's a little overrated though, for sure. Neither of them are my favorite anthology movie, but I really like both of them. I did videos about each of them when I did. I'll just promote my old videos back when I used to, be busy. I did Anthology Horror August on my channel. If any of y'all don't know that, and I did a video about Creepshow and Creepshow 2, Tales from the Dark Side, which is the real Creepshow 3. I called it Body Bags from John Carpenter. Body Bags is awesome. If you haven't seen Body Bags, watch Body Bags. Oh, you're welcome. They're both good. Creepshow 1 has awesome style to it, even if you don't like love every part of it. The overall like aesthetic of that movie is fantastic. Trilogy of Terror is one that I have. I had it in my pile for Anthology Horror August, but I never got around to it. I bought it during the Kino Horror sale just in time for Anthology Horror August. and I never got around to it. But I have seen the movie. It's not bad for a TV movie from like what the 70s or whatever it is. It's not bad at all. Yeah, that's the thing. Like Creepshow one's great if you want to watch a 2 hour long anthology horror movie. Creepshow two is great if you only got 90 minutes to watch an anthology horror movie. Also, Tales from the there's Hereditary number three. Okay, so of course it was on there. Romero was on his shit. Yes, he was. Body Bags is fiery. I agree. But yeah, Body Bags and Trick or Treat, they're up there. They're up there in my favorite anthology movies, not including Halloween 3, which is not exactly an anthology movie, but it's, if you know, you know. You know what I'm talking about. Tales from the Hood is great. I hadn't watched it since my parents used to rent horror movies all the time when I was a kid, as obviously I've been saying. I remembered about I think there's 5 stories in Tales from the Hood, and I remembered, like, 4 of them. I think there was only one I completely forgot about, but most of them, were in the back of my brain somewhere. The like, politician or he's, like, kinda like a Martin Luther King-esque character in the story in Tales from the Hood, who dies and comes back as, like, a zombie, is the same actor in Creepshow 2 who gets run over by a car and comes back as a zombie. I just think it's funny. I mentioned that in the video I did. I'm like, "This guy got typecast as a zombie in anthology horror movies. How the hell does that happen?" Burnt Offerings? No, I didn't. I think I had that. I might have had that in my Kino Lorber cart at some point. Hey, Jerry. What is up? Thanks for coming. Glad some people are here. How the hell do you 9 people? Hey, I'll take it. Prom Night 2 and 3. I haven't seen Prom Night 3. I watched Prom Night 2 on the Joe Bob's Last Drive-In, I think. He has a Prom Night 2 episode. That's the one that's like, what's her name's revenge or something. I thought it was fun. Just stupid, fun movie that doesn't have to do with Prom Night. It's one of those sequels where they're like, "Hey, let's just slap Prom Night 2 on here instead of what the title really is, just to sell more tickets." But it's nothing like Prom Night. Prom Night's not bad though. That's another one I remember my parents renting as a kid. That and Terror Train. I have Terror Train, but I don't have Prom Night. Trick or Treat. Yes, Trick or Treat is an anthology movie. It's fantastic. Yep, Sam. My son is being Sam for Halloween this year, Huck. And he's like the perfect size. He's adorable. We just bought his lollipop finally yesterday, and he's got the Holly Ho bar here. I'll show you. It's like right here. Because I always have knives and things around. But we have the Holly Ho bar, if you can see that. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Then this pops off, and then it reveals the little razor blade, correctable razor blade prop. He wanted that over the lollipop, but of course, you go to Spirit every other day for 2 months, you're eventually gonna get the lollipop too. But yeah, Trick or Treat is great. It's another one that gets better every time. Betty Davis. Yeah. Oh, look, you gotta get me on your horror movie trivia if you're gonna do another one. Although I probably would have got my ass kicked on the last week one. For some reason, I'm terrible at remembering Final Girls, apparently. Jamie Lee Curtis. And I don't remember that. The only Jamie Lee Curtis dancing I remember is from True Lies, but that's always the joke. Night Train to Terror. Nice. Thank you. No, I have not. Rock Chudson. I like the name. Like, I kinda wanna buy Hereditary to rewatch it, and it's like $5. Oh, the part where she's just, like, up in the corner of the ceiling, that is creepy. But it's like, how creepy is it when every single movie does it now, We're like, "Oh, there's someone, like, a weird creature or someone's up in the corner of the wall moving fast." My wife hates that stuff, but it's like, it's not scary the 100th time you see it. Oh, dang it. Just do it for me. Let's see how many I get right before I get one wrong, just for shits and giggles. Oh, Jerry wants to get beaten by me? Oh, that's fun. The Thing is number 2. Fuck yes. That is great. Oh, I would put it at number 1 maybe, but okay. This show is good now. I like this show. They put The Thing above everything else. What the hell is number 1 gonna be? Poltergeist? What's on my top 10 then? Oh, it's gotta be Texas Chainsaw. It has to be Texas Chainsaw. I can't believe they put that as number 1 though. But I think I had it as number 3, so I'm not far off. Okay, The Thing being number 2, one of the best movies ever. Trick or Treat or Creepshow? Depends on what kind of anthology movies you like, Huck. Creepshow is like 5 very separated comic book stories. Trick or Treat is like an anthology movie where it's all happening on Halloween night and all the stories intertwine somehow and they're out of order, kind of Pulp Fiction-y. But I don't know. Trick or Treat's growing on me. I think I prefer that over Creepshow, honestly. I got to be in the mood to watch Creepshow. Trick or Treat's actually kind of good whenever. Rosemary's Baby. That was already on there somewhere. That was in like the I don't remember the whole list, and I'm worried. I have it. I'd bring it up, but I don't want to like screw something up. But Rosemary's Baby was on there. I've actually never seen Rosemary's Baby. I need to get that. I'd get the Criterion, but it's out of print, so I'm like, might as well wait for a 4K now. Don't talk, don't talk about Creepshow. You will be blind. Hey, Creepshow's good stuff. I like Creepshow. I like it more now than I ever did. I think I watched it because I watched it somewhat recently. Like, I mean, by that I mean like a year ago. And so when I watched it for my video, I watched it with the commentary. I think that way I could learn something. God, I love The Thing. So goddamn good. Tales of Halloween. That one rings a bell. I've heard of that one. But yeah, I have like a dozen anthology movies, and I think I only got around to making like 6 of those videos that month. But they're all fun. Tales from the Dark Side, the movie is really good. I prefer that. I might like that more than either Creepshow movie, honestly. It's at least on par with them. Yeah, the crappy Creepshow 3, yeah. The real Creepshow 3 is Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. Like, it literally was going to be they wanted to make a Creepshow series, but then they couldn't for some reason. So they renamed it Tales from the Dark Side, and then they made a Tales from the Dark Side movie, which was because it was popular, and instead of making it Creepshow 3, it's kinda what happened. Yeah, the new Creepshow TV. I need to watch that still. That's one of the reasons I even got Shudder in the first place. I wanted to watch Creepshow, and I wanted to watch the Joe Bob Briggs shows because those are fun as hell. I love watching him BS about movies for like 2 hours. I binged like the first 2 seasons in like a week and a half a year ago or so. But I love these. They have good documentaries like there's a really good Larry Cohen documentary on there I watched, which got me into him. Like I didn't really know much about him, and I watched that. Then I went back and watched a bunch of his movies, like The Stuff. The Stuff is great. Hugh the Winged Serpent. Talking about Rob Bottin's makeup in The Thing right now. Oh god, it's so good. Oh yeah, yeah. We were talking about Tales from the Hood, Jerry. Tales from the Hood's good stuff. Sequels, not so much. I haven't seen the original movie that happens to be called Tales from the Crypt. I have not seen that. Whispers to a Scream. I do want to watch that one. I love Vincent Price. He's cool. Vincent Price. Keith David talking about The Thing. It doesn't get better than that. Except for maybe Keith David fighting Roddy Piper for like 8 minutes straight. Talking about the heart attack chest burster scene, which I specifically mentioned. Like that scene alone should be on this list. Oh, don't feel bad, Huck. It's fine. I'm busy this weekend anyways. We'll do a Thanksgiving trivia next month. We'll talk about like the 2 Thanksgiving movies that exist. Literally all planes, trains, and automobiles questions and thanks killing questions. The spider head. Love it. I have a thing figure up on my mantle in the living room. Man. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Can't get enough of that stuff. I need to watch it again. That's one I watched on. Did I watch it on Joe Bob or did I? I think I just watched it on Amazon or something like that. And then when I discovered Arrow Video was a thing, like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, not very long ago. The first sale as an MVD sale, I saw they had all those for like $14. So I bought the stuff and I bought Society. I can't get my wife to watch Society. Okay, it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre is number 1. Okay, That makes sense. Tim is gonna be happy when he watches that. Tim hates that Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Uh, well, he doesn't hate the movie, he just hates the acting in the movie mostly. Stop. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, Jerry. I'm sure you could easily beat me. My brain likes to work really well when it doesn't matter. I am one of those brains. Yes, yes, he was that in The Fog. I just watched The Fog again recently. Bought the Studio Canal John Carpenter 4K collection. I bought that. It's like $50 on Amazon because I'm sick of upgrading. I'm not going to upgrade all my Scream Factory Blu-rays to 4Ks because I don't want to rebuy every single one of these movies. So I'm in a good boy and trying not to do that. And I wanted to see The Fog again, and I already had it on Blu-ray. And the Steelbook was really cool. And I was like, wait, that set exists. So I went and bought that. It was $49 or whatever. You get not the thing. I already had the thing 4K. I thought the thing was in it. That's why I didn't really want it. But all four movies I didn't have on 4K was They Live, Escape from New York, The Fog, and Prince of Darkness, which I like all four of those movies a lot. Actually, I didn't really like The Fog until I just rewatched it. I really like The Fog now. Yeah, I'm just watching it on Shudder. It's the episodes came out every Wednesday, so I just watched it early in the morning because I knew I had a couple hours to do it. I'm like, well, I was probably gonna watch it now anyways, so I'll do a practice live stream and see how badly I fail. Seems to be going okay. We'll take that. But yeah, if you could like this and all that jazz, all that YouTube jargon, I'd appreciate it. If I have more time, maybe I'll start doing these more often in my couple hours in between picking up my or dropping my kid off and picking them up during the school year. It's easier to cram in a live stream than it is to film and edit a video for 2 hours. I'm gonna plug in my computer before it craps out on me and I'm not paying attention, just in case. Even though the thing's already pretty much over. There we go. Oh yeah, there's my favorite part of that movie where he clocks the guy with the meat hammer and tenderizing hammer and slams the door. I have a I have that door cover on my front door of my house right now, where it's him with the skulls behind him. Spirit has cool, spooky door covers if you can get your hands on one still, because they're selling out quick, obviously now. But they're cool. They're like they cover your whole door, and it's like a fitted sheet that goes over your door. It's not like some stupid thing you stick to your door, so you can put it on any door of your house and it'll fit the same. So once Halloween's over, I'll probably bring it downstairs and throw it on my movie room door. Maybe after Halloween, I'll run into Spirit, and if they have a couple of them on clearance because they do like 50% and 75% off after Halloween at Spirit, if you can grab anything. Yeah, you gotta have Shudder to watch this. I've also been watching, even though I watch the show every Wednesday, I've also been watching Garrett and Uncle Bill's. Uh, they talk about every single one of these movies, in slightly more depth than I am because they're not watching it live like I am. They're just going over it after the fact. The Spirit Halloween has the door covers. Yeah, they're like fitted sheets that just fit over your door. I'd go grab it, but I don't want to take it down and then have to put it back up. But the Leatherface one was my favorite just because it was the most colorful because it had like the red background with all the skulls and he just looked really cool. But there's a Michael Myers one. I don't think there's a Jason one. At least I don't remember. But there's like a Sam one, a Pennywise one. There's a Killer Clowns one. Pennywise. Yeah, did I say that? Yeah, there's 6 or 7 of them. They're not that much either. They were like 20-ish dollars or something like that. So a lot of the stuff there is way too much, even though I still bought way too much crap there this year. I can't even fathom how much money my wife and I have spent on crap for my kid's birthday party. But my basement has lots of horror movie stuff in it anyways. So half the time I buy stuff to keep it down there. It's not just for Halloween. I think I went like 8 for 10 on this list. That's not too bad. If you include the Poltergeist wasn't on this list. I can't believe that. I mean, I'm not surprised Texas Chainsaw was above Poltergeist, but I'm surprised Poltergeist was nowhere to be seen on this list, I don't think. Unless I just completely forgot and it was on the bottom. Who the hell knows? The coffee's cold now. Been holding it for too long. And Dracula, that was my other one that didn't make it on the list. That's surprising. They're showing random clips of awesome stuff right now. Ooh, showing Parasite stuff. Yeah, because that's one of those movies I could have seen come on here, but it's not really horror movie enough. Deep Red. That wasn't on the list either. They had pretty sure Deep Red wasn't on there. They had Suspiria on there for sure. Did you make that laundry? Thanks for saying that. It's I'm doing laundry right now. I gotta go put that in the dryer. Thanks for reminding me. Well, yeah. I mean, obviously people are leaving because the show's more or less over. But thanks for everyone who actually popped on here. I appreciate it. My first live stream apparently worked. Now I just hope I end it soon and it actually goes onto YouTube and doesn't just like crash my computer or some crap like that. But yeah, this is a fun show. You should watch it. And sorry I spoiled, the essentially best part of it, which is the top 10. But that was the 101 scariest horror movie moments of all time on Shudder. There's Mike Flanagan talking again because he's in this whole show. Like I said, they put Jerry's Game and they put like TV shows that he worked on here. It's like this isn't even a movie. Why you have that in your movie moments show? God, thanks, movie owner. Thank you. The Nightmare on Elm Street was awesome. Oh, my Nightmare on Elm Street 2 video. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I like having I have more fun with my intros than making my videos half the time. So I'll think of a really funny intro to a video and then make a video around it 90% of the time. Like my Rob Zombie one that Bob used the intro for our stream last night, where I write a letter to Rob Zombie apologizing how mean we were to him for his Halloween films after Halloween Ends came out. Yeah, fun stuff. But I thought of more. I did my stupid Diddy songs for my anthology horror one before with a keyboard. I have no idea how to play hardly. But yeah, that was it. That was the show, I guess. Like I said, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that hubbub that everyone says on the YouTubes. I'll do more of these since someone actually showed up at some point. Maybe I'll have guests on once I learn how to do stuff. But I figured I would just do this as a nice practice live. I do plan on doing more live streams. Like the main reason I even got my new laptop is to look better on other people's live streams. Because before this, I was using my son's like tablet, which looked like sounded like poop. Uh, I might get a better microphone or camera at some point, but this already seems to be much better. But I'm a big award season guy. So when award season comes up, which it technically already is, because other people are already doing prediction videos and stuff, I will be doing lots and lots of award prediction videos and things like this. Maybe I'll do a live watch along of the actual Oscars. You guys can watch me talk for 4 hours during the commercials. Thank you, Jerry. I will do more. You, if someone shows up, I'll do it. But yeah, it just seems like an easier way to talk about these movies a little bit than editing things about them later and after the fact, like I did on my last video. And that way I get the video out there before a lot of people watch it, the show, or who can't watch the show could watch this instead of, filming it and then editing it later and posting it at, 10 o'clock tonight if I'm lucky, kind of a thing. All right. Well, I think I'm going to end this now. Thanks for watching. How long have I been on here? 54 minutes. Yeah, the show is 51 minutes long, I think. If anyone has any other questions, I'll do it quick and I'll answer things. But other than that, I'll pop off here in a second. But yeah, like I said, I'll do my first Oscars and Golden Globes and Screen Actors Guild predictions stream soon. I mean, if I do it like this, I might just do it all in one big ass stream. Honestly, if I'm not making a video about it, because I'm a avid Gold Derby fan, where I do Gold Derby odds for award shows and stuff like that. So, and I already have my predictions set. I fiddle with them when I'm bored at work. Honestly, it's usually where I do 90% of my writing and making my thumbnails for videos. Lukewarm coffee. But yeah, I'm excited for I'm a big Oscar geek, so is the wife. We always make it a big deal. Last year was like the easiest year ever to predict. I think I got 22 out of 23 correct. I think there's 23 categories now. There used to be 24, but then they combined the sound categories, which was stupid because people who are in the academy are too dumb to know the difference between sound mixing and sound editing, which is pathetic. It's like you literally do this for a living. How do you not know the difference? So now there'll be a really well sound edited movie with really good sound effects, and it won't get nominated, like it should. What are you gonna do, right? Top Gun's gonna win that anyways this year. I haven't even seen the movie, but that's like a shoe-in for sound. I just hope it doesn't steal its accompanying video film editing Oscar away from Everything Everywhere All at Once, which seems like it should probably win film editing from everything I've seen, which is not very much, sadly. I'll be predicting movies I haven't seen yet, which is always weird and fun, but they'll be coming out soon. I'm basically just going with the crowd with my predictions at this point, but I'm definitely on the Brendan Fraser for Best Actor fan club already. So I want that to happen, even though I haven't seen The Whale yet, because I doubt anyone would be more adorable and heartbreaking than him in that movie. Well, once again, thanks for being here. I think I'll kill this thing now and make sure this actually uploads and all that jazz, and then I'll go clean my house for the entire rest of the day because I have nothing better to do besides pick my kid up later and get my oil changed. So once again, I'm Derek, the convicted cinephile. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.